I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be no strings attached sex. Got an email here from a viewer, a woman, and she says, I am an ER nurse and have been for the past 5 years, and I've worked with a male nurse who is married. The nature of our work and time together, there's only 2 registered nurses in a small emergency room, has created what we both consider a best friend relationship. I do and have always wished we could have a deeper relationship, but he was married. He now works a different shift, same department, due to his kids' school. He's now getting a divorce, and after a 17-year marriage, which was his wife's decision, he has taken me out to a concert, we've held hands and hugged, and we had dinner at his new house, and because we both had wine and champagne, it was not safe for me to drive home, and I ended up staying at his house. The only piece of furniture he had besides his table was his bed. So fully clothed, we both lie down to go to sleep. He pulls me close and holds me during the night. Even when I got up to use the bathroom, he pulled me back close to him. We woke up the next morning, and during conversation, he said that he thought it best that we kept being best friends because what we have is really special and he never wants to lose that. He did invite me over after that, although we still see each other at work. I talked to him and he said he needs time to work on his internal demons and deal with his ex. I am trying hard to give him time, but I want him to remain aware that I am interested in keeping a relationship alive and growing, she puts in big letters. How do I do this without frightening him away forever? I do also know that he is signed up for a dating website. Well, here, one of the things is that, that tells me that maybe he's just not feeling it with you, or maybe you're trying to force him into a relationship or that's the way he perceives that you're trying to do, because you're trying to rush things along or make something happen. And if I were you, the best thing that you can do is just to simply have no strings attached sex with this guy, because you obviously like him. And just tell him what you like. You just say, hey, I'm not looking for a relationship, but I would like to hang out and hook up, and why don't you come on over to my house for dinner? When are you free to get together? And just say, I'll make you dinner and we can have great sex afterwards. We can be friends with benefits. It's like, I want something more than just friendship with you. I don't want to just be your buddy. I want you sexually. Tell them, just communicate what you want. Guys like it too when women come right out. I love it when I'm out and just going about my life, and a chick just walks right up to me and she just says, you're fucking sexy as hell, or I think you're so fucking hot. And it doesn't happen every day, but I like it when a woman comes right out and says something like that. It doesn't always have to be the guy saying it. And so if you want them, fucking tell them. And just say, hey, I know you're dating, you got an online dating profile, but just say, I'd really like to get together with you sometime and just hang out and hook up. I'm not interested in just being your friend. I would like to be a friend with benefits. And just come right out and fucking tell him. And then arrange a time for him to come over to your place. You can make dinner together, tell him to bring a bottle of wine, and then you just fucking kiss him and seduce him. Like one of the girls I wrote about in my book, like our attraction for each other was so fucking strong the moment we laid eyes on her. And even though she was in the group with another dude that she was kind of still seeing, but she had broken up with him, so they were still kind of heating up leftovers together basically. But it's like she showed up and it's like we locked eyes, and it was like I was like, as soon as I looked in her eyes, I thought to myself, God, I've fucking been waiting for so long to meet a girl like that. She had the fucking perfect body, the hair, the looks, just fucking skin. She was just fucking, she fucking took my breath away. She was intoxicating to look at. And I even told her that. And so we were all hanging out in a group of us, and she was like grabbing my ass that night, and I told her that she was intoxicating to look at, and so she says, before the night was over, she says, I got to give you my phone number. And I said, well, I don't want I was like, I'm not going to call you because you're with so-and-so, which was like a guy I knew. But she was like, well, we kind of broke up, but we're still kind of hanging out. And and she said, and as soon as I told her I wasn't going to take her phone number, she said, well, give me your number. And so I pulled out one of my business cards and I gave her my phone number, or I gave her my business card. And this was like a Friday night, and then like that Monday, I get an email from her inviting, I can't remember. I talked about going out and meeting up for some drinks. And so we go to meet. You know, I made plans to meet at a place. I really like this girl, and so I made plans to meet her at this restaurant. So we sat and we talked, and we had dinner together. And she probably did like 90% of the talking. And I was like, hey, things are going pretty well, I assumed, and so like we walked outside, and I was I was turning to her to say, where'd you park, or where's your car at? And she just fucking, as soon as I said, I like got like two. It's like that's about all I got out of my mouth, and she just fucking grabbed me and started making out with me and stuck her tongue in my mouth, and I was just shocked but it had wound her up so bad, and she'd wanted me so bad, and it was like the first time that we got alone together, and she just fucking let me have it. It's like, all you gotta do is invite him over and tell him what you want. It's like, I don't care about a relationship, because he's in the process of getting a divorce. It's a fucking unpleasant thing to go through a divorce. He just wants to hang out and have a good time, and you're talking about relationship, and fuck his brains out. Just hang out and hook up and fuck his brains out and date some other dudes. You should go ahead and put a profile on an online dating website so you can have some other candidates. And like I said, because the stuff that I teach for guys, it also works with women. You can be more of the aggressor instead of just laying there and waiting for the guy to make all the moves. If you can create an environment where he can hang out and hook up and have no strings attached sex, and you don't try to force anything on him, you guys just get together, hang out, hook up, and have a great time together and fuck each other's brains out. And if he lays the I just want to be friends nonsense on you, just tell him that, say I'm a woman with needs, and like, you're not interested in that, and just, I can't just be your buddy and your friend. It's like, tell him what you want, and just fucking go for it. Just do what I said. Invite him over to your place for dinner and say, let's make dinner together, and we'll have sex afterwards, or we'll make love afterwards, or we'll have sex with no strings attached. Let's just have fun. Yeah, it's like, you could obviously use a good time. You've been locked up in a marriage for 17 years. I'm sure you just want to have some fun, and you want to have some laughs and get your rocks off. So be that. Just be his escape from his life. And so every time you guys get together, you have fun and you have great sex. That's all you need to do. Rinse, recycle, repeat. Make it easy for him. You don't have to do all of the work, but like I said, you may have just to, like I said, because I think you might have scared this guy away a little bit, because it's obvious that you're really into him and you've wanted something to happen for some time. So if you have a question that you want to ask me, or a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which will be on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max, and just give me several days to get back to you with a response. And if you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which will be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want a digital version of my Kindle ebook, you can go to my website, and on the right-hand column underneath the email sign-up box is a box that has a link that'll take you right to the download page. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device already, on the right-hand side there's a button you can click to download a free e-reader app for your smartphone, tablet device, or your computer. It only takes a matter of seconds to download, install it, and complete the purchase of my book. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these video newsletters and articles, you can show your appreciation by going to my website, and on the Wibiya toolbar, which will be at the bottom of your screen, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.